I gotta change the thumbnail. Epic fail. Does my chat widget work? It doesn't. That's nice. Should have figured this out before, really. Give me 2 seconds. Actually, how much storage space do I have? Can I even record this? Is it gonna fuck me over if I record this? It might do. That's fine. Settings. I'm here. Why is it? Right, well, the D drive doesn't exist, so stop trying to send it to the D drive. It won't let me change the settings, so that's annoying. Right, well, I guess I'm not doing a VOD. That's kind of annoying. Why is my chat widget not working? I might just have to cope without it. I haven't done this in a while. Leave me alone. No one's actually here yet. It's fine. I haven't pinged the Discord or anything. What a day. Wait, I can put my camera on. Like, me. Twice. Alright, there you go. I muted my... It wasn't supposed to be on the intermission screen, but it was. I am currently trying to figure out if I can fix my... Oh, it's me. I can see myself on my laptop. That's fun, isn't it? Trying to see if I can fix my chat widget. Because I want the VOD to show. Chat. Fucking if anyone's going to be in chat. Last time, yeah, when I did... Because the last time I streamed was with the Build Fight Game video. And that had 3,600 views by that point. So, like, that's one thing. But I'm here with a lot less than that right now. I just wanted to do something. And I figured out I'm using OBS, like, application capture shit, because it means that I can still listen to Spotify and not worry about copyright restrictions, which is fantastic. And what am I missing here? Let me get the stream up. Well, my channel's connected, so I don't know why it's not working. Well, it is what it is. I think I'm just gonna have to try and get some stuff done. Oh, my hair. What is it doing? Drop the nunk. Whatever. So what are we doing today? Well, read the description, idiot. Bozo. I put it in the description. But here's what we're doing. I want to add random events. Because I saw someone commenting like, oh wait, hang on, I haven't put the thing in the Discord. Where is it? Where is it? It's private. That's a bad start. Change the thumbnail. Just been yapping to myself for no reason. Cool. Sorted. I think. Does it look a bit shit? YouTube's telling me the quality is excellent, but I feel like it might be lying to me. Well, let's get a URL. I think it's public now. It is! Yay! Lost orders! Right, well, I can hear myself, so that's good. Right, now we can do stuff. What's going on here, then? I want to fix some bugs, and I want to add like random events. OMG, it's the people, and then depending on how things go, I'm also going to start working on the like pub crawl mode. Well, that won't be today. I'm probably going to stream for like an hour and then stop because I have to do some actual work, like for money. I'm trying to turn my Spotify off. What is your opinion on the current hype surrounding 6-7 jokes? Now, this is the quality content I was looking for when I started streaming. It's harmless. I don't know. My gut reaction is to be like, fucking, these darn kids. But I was laughing at E. So I feel like I don't have a leg to stand on here. Drinking on the job. I fucking love Thatchers. How are we going to make this work? Number 1. Where's our crown? You're a top fan. Holy shit! This man is a top fan. That's great stuff. Oh, my chat widget works. That's good. Must be because the video is private. Right. Last orders. Yeah, someone basically pointed out the game is mostly reactive. I did a lot of complaining about various things. But anything that happens in the game apart from like NPC starting fights, which is quite rare, and just sort of comes from bumping into each other, is more them reacting to the player, and there's not really stuff that happens in the world. So someone suggested I should add random events, and I thought, yeah, sound good idea. So gonna do that. The example they used, which I can't believe I didn't think of, was something like rival football teams. Like, I don't know, a couple guys come in with red shirts and a different group come in with blue shirts, and they'll be like, "Did you see that ludicrous display last?" Oh, fuck. Oh. I need to stop smoking. Oh, fucking hell, it's Bargy. Bargy, I have a confession to make. I resented you for like a 5 minutes because when I mean, I still am nothing on YouTube, but when I was years ago, when I was still nothing on YouTube, we were like really tiny around the same time, but you actually put in some amount of effort and made something, whereas I just sort of let all my projects languish in scope creep. So I was like, this fucking guy. I guess I was angry at myself more than I was angry at you, but good to have you here. Ah. What a confession, because it was broken home because I liked your stuff when you were like, I don't know, small, and I made the video Broken Home Zombie gets up. Fuck, I knocked my mic, and he gets up, and I was like, oh, that guy commented. What a similar situation we're in. We were not in a similar situation. What a day. Let's make some rival football teams, eh? Let's do that. How are we going to make this work? Okay, so the way the NPCs work, by default, let's find an NPC. These are the quest NPCs. I don't want the quest NPCs. I want the main NPCs. Here's the main guy, without the avatar showing yet, because it's set up through code. Here's your whoops. Yeah, whoops indeed. Sorry about that. I was a bitter person, and also a child. Well, not a child. I was like 16, but still. Because now I'm a big grown-up living with my parents. Don't worry about it. Gotta get out of here, man. Last door's gonna do numbers. Being distracted. We have the behavior driver. Choo-choo. Watch, it's gonna take Ryder like 20 minutes to open. Non-commercial use only. Semi-commercial use. Does it count as commercial use if no one buys the game? That's up to you. Yeah, basically. You have NPCs take damage. This is a fucking behemoth of a script. We're going to ignore that this is very messy. I probably should split it up into more classes, but I don't want to. Yeah, so aggression works here. You have your aggression value, which is synced across the network. When that's above 0, they have an aggression target that they're going to go after. And usually, Is it here? Yeah. Hurt. Usually when they take damage, that's when they... aggression goes up. How am I doing? Oh, it's Andy. Hello, Andy. I'm doing good. Video's done okay so far. I'm hoping it's going to pick up. We will see. It's weird. It's done like a steady climb, but it's not really spiked or slowed down, which isn't what I expect. The last build fight game video I did, that was like nothing, and then suddenly had like 3,000 views. Whereas this is it's just under 1,000 right now. Let me see. Let me refresh YouTube Studio on my laptop quickly. Yeah, it's got 935 views right now. It will have 1,000 by the end of the day, definitely. But I don't know. I don't even know what to expect because I haven't seen it do this before. I've never I'm just hoping that instead of it plateauing, it goes up. But we'll see. Such is life. When we going out to the pub again? Soon! I mean, I'm probably going to the club tonight. So we can I don't know what you're doing, but I've just met this guy. I have no idea who he is. To be clear. I'm gonna go find this random guy, go to the pub, sorted. I need to do something out. Right, okay. There's a couple ways that I could approach this. I could bake the... because I'm trying to have rival football teams that walk in and they get mad at each other just automatically. Because I think that's a fun event to have, and they punch each other until they all die. And there's no more football players left. So I could build that in here. I could give every NPC like an allegiance. Does it help that you've been looping it in the background? I think so. I don't know if YouTube's algorithm will like notice that and do something about it. But we'll see. Did you do that for the Last Orders one? Because I noticed that had like more watch time than views at one point. So I think you looping it in the background gave me a lot of fake watch time. It was like there was a point where the average view duration was 110%. So you must have watched that one a lot, assuming that was you. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do is have an NPC allegiance script separate that I can attach to an NPC if I want to. And then that will determine if they see another NPC within a certain range that has a different or the perfect... Yeah, listen to Vargy. He knows fucking more than I do. I'm going to stop glazing now. So yeah, I mean, if you're entertained by it, looping in the background, then sure, but it won't count much towards me. Fuck you. I know, Andy, I know who you are. I was doing a goof. I know who you are. I'm getting no fucking work done. I'm just chatting. Let's make this. NPC allegiance. How the fuck do you spell allegiance? There's an I in there somewhere, isn't there? Okay, hang on. I'm googling how to spell allegiance on my laptop. Fuck. Yeah, there it is. I had it right. Anyone else want to come to the pub tonight? Market research for the Last Orders? No? Okay. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a scriptable object for a potential NPC allegiance. And this, I was going to do it as an enum, but then I thought, how do I even define who the enemies are? I'm going to have a scriptable object for each team, and that will have a list of scriptable objects for the enemies that it will not like. Was that? What time we put? That's a great question. Well, I got to do this stream, and then I've got to do some farming. Because my two careers, programming and farming, I got to feed some cows, and then so shall we say pull up 8 o'clock? Get down there, get the bevies in. First round's on me. Let me namespace this properly. I'm very proud of how clean I've kept this code base. If you ignore the actual state of some of the scripts. Like, this is a big old mess. Then the navigation script is so much worse for the obstacle avoidance code. But Look how neatly namespaced everything is. And now I can't remember where this goes. Okay, this is have to go in here. NPC data. NPC. I call it the Allegiance Manager, and then I'm gonna have to rename it in Rider, or the Unity's gonna be like, the class name doesn't match. Bitch! Oh, actually, I gotta pull something up. I gotta flex. I got 16 gigabytes of RAM here. Fucking, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Basically the lore here is ages ago. I bought before all of this shit. I bought an extra 32 gigs of RAM to go on my computer because I was just doing more stuff. And this was the 16 gigs that was in there. And I kept them both in there, but then I didn't have proper dual channel support because I was mixing and matching. And then recently when I was trying to do Blender renders, it kept crashing. And I thought it was probably because my RAM is being really slow. So I took out the 16 gigs. There's a dog at my door. Dog's gone. What are we going to call this? NPC team? I guess I'll call that that. And this is going to be scriptable object. I keep forgetting that Unity now has more templates for scripts. Like you can create a scriptable object from the create menu. Hang on, let me. It's just. Don't take my RAM. This is like very old RAM. And it's DDR4. Who wants my DDR4? Do we even need to give this a label? Or I guess you could just use its name, because I don't know that it's ever going to actually be visible in to the player. So I guess just NPC team enemies. There we go. What the fuck do you mean? Oh! Was that Ryder? Okay, it was just Ryder. I don't know. I hate this fuck ass software. Sorry, I'm like compulsively refreshing the video to see if it's ticking up. Network behavior. NPC Allegiance Manager, and then you're gonna have a scriptable object. Field private NPC team. Team. This is the team that you're on. We're using Fishnet. Shout out Fishnet. It's really lightweight and works. Except when it doesn't, but generally it works. I'm gonna have to do like a update rates because I don't want to be checking. If I'm checking in a range, I don't want to be doing that every frame. I've got so many different checks like that. It might actually be a different. Is there a different way to do this? I think there might be. Because I was going to do like an overlap sphere and check all the colliders. But that'd be really slow. Since I know that every NPC is going to have... Any NPC that needs to get into a fight is going to have this script attached. I can just keep a static list of all of the allegiance managers and then check the distance between each of those. And that should work. It should only really be on the server because that's what's managing it. List, NPC allegiance manager. All teamed. NPCs. Private void on enable. We're just gonna team NPCs to add this, and then wouldn't you know it, on disable we're gonna do the opposite, and that's gonna cause an error because I haven't created it. What's your problem with the naming convention here? What have I done wrong here? Oh, yeah, okay, that's fine. So we are going to go in update. Should we sort it by distance or just get closest? Let me think. Able to get closest enemy. And we will still do an update rate. There's probably some graph data structure we could use so the ones that are closest together are physically closer on the data structure, but that's just not something I'm equipped to deal with. I didn't go to uni. Standard timer, next time, and so next update. I'm gonna go serious private float aggression on site. This basically says how angry are you? Fuck's sake. Right, it's working there. It's really loud there, but it's working. I think I fixed it. Oh, yep. I just had to go into audio settings, and that's it. I just went into audio settings and was like, shit, I gotta work. So now it works. Yeah, I can just do a serializable struct here to store the data that I want. Yay! I can hear you as well. What am I even saying? I can hear you as well. No, I can't. What the fuck am I saying? What was that? Why are you doing this to me? Why does it keep crashing? Leave me alone. I've had nothing to drink. Well, I've had maybe that much of a cider. I'm a big guy. That's not. I'm not that big. I'm 6 foot tall. That's this much of a cider's not doing anything. I'm just so happy to be here. Okay, with my adoring fans, my one concurrent viewer. All right. What a time to be alive. Video's got 940 views. That's a win. Right. If time dot time. No. is less than underscore next update. Then we're going to go get closest or find closest enemy. I can't spell. Should I just say we can do it once per second? I think that'll be fine. That's a reasonable way to handle it. And we also need to keep track of who they're currently mad at as well. If there is one. Okay, so first of all, if aggression... actually, we'll require... we need to make sure that there's an actual NPC brain on this. Byte of NPC behavior driver. We'll just get that on. Enable NPC behavior driver. We need to make sure they're not already angry. Driver dot get aggression greater than 0 or return. This is when we find the closest one. So we say float min distance equals. I'm gonna have to have a minimum distance as well. I could do a line of sight check here, but I think it is funny conceptually to think that like you sniff out the enemy team. So in all teamed NPCs, if vector3 dot distance enemy dot transform dot position. IntelliSense is not working with me today. Is it even called IntelliSense if it's here? I don't know. Just, can I inline this? Is that going to let me do that? It's not. And it's crashed again. I can never remember what the rules are with C# for inlining stuff like that. I want to be able to define the local variable in the if statement and just use it. That would be very useful. It just means now I have to type like one extra line. I really need to get off Unity. It's not a platform I trust very much. Just with everything. Anyway, if distance is less than minimum distance, and current target is enemy. Oh, hang on. Need to actually make sure they are an enemy. What's this? I don't want to. I don't want a bookmark. Oh, fucking hang on. I'm gonna have to do it differently. NPC allegiance. Potential enemy. Gonna have to go through all the enemy teams for each enemy in team dot enemies if potential dot team equals enemy dot wait, what? That's what you want. Oh, that needs to be public. Of course that needs to be public. I'm freaking out. And finally, false. Continue. Nesting the for loops here, but I don't think I should be able to do it. We'll see. And this is going to work. I mean, right now it's not going to do anything, but... So we've got this. So if current target not equal null. I have to reset it here. Current. Null. If current target, then we're gonna say driver dot aggression dot force I'm gonna have to make this method exist, but I will. It's gonna be current target dot driver, and the aggression is gonna be what is the aggression gonna be? Because there's a better way to do this. I know there's a better way to do this. See, if Unity had serializable dictionaries, I could have this be a dictionary which maps to floats, and then I could very easily get the aggression value. But instead, I'm going to have to do a for loop. Get aggression. Current target. Or calculate aggression. You got to figure out basically how mad should we be at this guy. Same way we do this. Enemy team in if current target equals team equals enemy dot team, then we return 0. Return dot aggression on site. And now we need to force aggro. Also, we need to make sure we're not doing this if we're not the server. I just thought about that. We don't want this to run on the client. And aggression value plus equals aggression to force. This is just going to mean if you see someone that's on your enemies list, fucking get them, lad. Right, let's make an enemy then. This might have just been the quickest thing I've ever jumped by live. How long have I even been live for? Half an hour? Sweet. How are we going to test this? Let's get our test scene. This is exclusive Last Orders map. Only to me. It's one of the nicer looking ones as well by accident. Here's all the pickups. Let's create a red shirt guy. Here we have our red teamer, so he's going to have an allegiance. And his allegiance is going to be, I need to do need to create the data. Teams. Create. Nope, there it is. NPC team. This is going to be the reds. I think I have one enemy, which is the blues. Got the blues. But I don't mind. Good song. Blues, aggression on site 1, which is the maximum aggression. They're going to see each other and they're just going to go fucking hog wild. Nope, that's not what I want. They're just going to be mad at each other then. Oh, idea. I can do this. I can do public string response on site. And I can force them to say a chat message. This has to be the same thing, unfortunately. Oh, that can be a list, actually, yeah. Just crashed again. I'm killing myself in real life. Oh, no, my tummy hurts. I need to sit the dog out in a sec. I can hear the dog going crazy downstairs. I'm gonna go mad and explode. I might have to cut things short, which is a shame, because I'm actually having fun. Why does it crash? I think because my CPU is being heavily used by the stream. And I don't know, I have less RAM than I used to because I took out those 2 sticks to make it run faster, but it depends. In my experience, Blender needs less RAM but faster RAM, which is why I took it out. But then I think some stuff it's better just to have more, because Unity just fucking gobbles that shit up, man. Oh no, I don't want to use system.random. No one in the history of the world has ever wanted to use system.random. Stop putting it as system.random. All right, now we make a blue guy. Oh, I don't even know what to put here. Let's make these guys fight. If they don't fight, I'm gonna cry. I hate how squeaky my chair is. I need to buy a new chair. I need to buy a lot of new things. I can't afford that shit. Why am I looking at the jukebox? Okay. Why are there more NPCs? Sorry, so this is the... Okay, something's not right here. What's going on here? The Vox manager is throwing errors. Oh, they're trying to do stuff, but they can't do stuff because there's no activity zones. That shouldn't be an issue, though. Like, they can still get mad. If I... See here, he's mad at me now. Bosh. He's dead. Take his money. Yeah, this is the red team, huh? So, what's going on here? Oh. I can fix that for one thing. Maybe it's just the distance. Ah, for fuck's sake. Unity's doing a thing it does sometimes, so I need to restart it. I've been streaming for 40 minutes, and I genuinely don't even know how many times Ryder has crashed. All right. I mean, there's no way that that's 15 units. That's more than 15 units apart, is the thing. Don't know. Oh, hang on. Why are they not fighting? What's your aggression value? 0.2. 0.2. How's it going? It's going all right. I'm adding some random events. Somebody in my YouTube comments suggested it, and I thought it was a good idea because the game is very reactive. These guys aren't dressed for it yet, but they're basically going to be supporters of opposing football teams. So they're kind of getting at each other's throats right now. There's a blue team guy here and a red team guy here. They're not quite fighting yet. No, but they are getting a very high aggression value, and then it just goes straight down, which is strange. And yeah, so the target's correct, and the value's correct. So why are they not going after each other? They're walking to each other, but they're not like getting in a fight. Whereas if I go, she's prioritizing me. Nothing wrong with RNG. Exactly. Game like this, RNG is half the fun. I feel like it's just supposed to be a fun thing, but I just don't know why these people aren't attacking each other. See, they'll attack me, and usually NPCs will attack each other. I think you've had one too many. Yeah, too right. Like if I punch this guy, I can probably bait them to attack each other as well. Like they'll get mad at each other. Just need to wait for them to. There you go. I think if I'm correct. All right, kind of make this. Yeah, there you go. So I'm punching each other. Good fight. I really like the animations on this. Who are you going after? There's nobody here. This man's insane. He is fighting a ghost. What 100? What's the max aggression value? Is that maybe that's just what's going on here? But he doesn't have an aggression target. Well, he shouldn't. There's nobody to be mad at. What are you? This man's insane. He's lost it. He's just. Is he mad at himself? Is he like? What is happening here? Let's see if I can check the. If I go debug mode, I might actually be able to check. Conversation target, chat, aggression multiplier, aggro target, blue teamer. Oh, right, it's disabled. So it still exists, it's just not there. Oh, because yeah, when they get despawned, they should destroy themselves, but I guess they don't. So. Aggro target. There's a point where I check the aggro target exists. Yeah. Or I can just here go aggro target dot active self. And that'll fix that. Because they still exist, they're just disabled, which means that that check won't work. I'm on the wrong screen. I've been talking about so much shit and showing it, and it's not been on the stream. I'm not very good at this, I think. There you go, fix it now. What's happening is there's a guy just getting mad at an actual ghost. Like he killed them and just wouldn't stop trying to attack them even though they didn't exist anymore. And what is your problem? Oh, I went into debug mode. I forgot. Debug mode. If you're using fishnet, which is my networking kind of, not mine, but it's the networking solution that I use. And you try to go into debug mode to check things, it sometimes will just break. The whole server crashes. Which is not as bad as it sounds, because most of the time you don't really need to use debug mode, although it is useful at times. See, these guys are mad at each other, but not enough for it to cause a fight. But if I increase the aggression value, like so, nope, not their teams, just 100. Now they are, oh fucking hell, that was make it 100. Now they are just going to see each other and immediately be like, get the fuck away. There it is. Reds and the blues, they don't like each other. And she's currently stood still because there's no activities in this test map, so she doesn't know what to do. But if I were to make a bunch of them, like copy them. Boop. And same with the blues. What we're going to see when I spawn in is these guys are going to get fucking pissed at each other. There it is, the big fucking big punch up. One of them stuck on the other one's head. Spin move. He's inside the jukebox. Oh no, wait, I forgot he's gonna get mad at me because I punched him. Oh, I'm cooked. I'm actually cooked. Okay, never mind. Let's go sort it out for you. What team are you on? Red, more like dead. This guy's a blue teamer. Fucking blue team. Yeah, bastard. And this is a neutral third party. Now, I need to make a decision for how I'm going to handle this. If I just show the skin. My thing, I want basically them all to have t-shirts that say their teams. But I don't know if I'm going to do it blue teams or make up make up teams. And I could have different maps, have different teams because they're in different places. I don't know. Where's the fake ID? Because I've got there's some lore to this game. You can see it in the fake ID. Placeville in Thingtown. So I can have like the Thingtown United and I don't know, something else. Thingtown City and Thingtown United. Sure, I'll do that. That's a good. No idea what that could be referencing. I guess I could just make them very obviously based on the Man City and Man United tops. Yeah, issue this is that they all use different UVs. So there's a few different avatars. Place for Patriots. Nah, you can't call it the Patriots. That's American. That is American. There is no self-respecting Brit. Always known as PP. Okay, that is tempting. There is no self-respecting British football team that refer to themselves as the Patriots. You just wouldn't get it. You'd just be thinking of as like fucking reform voting gammon. You wouldn't see it. If I do an American update, I'll do that. Okay, these are the main 5 avatars currently inside each other. Kind of freaky. But I'm pretty sure they all have different UVs. For the t-shirts. So I'd have to make multiple t-shirt textures. There's much to consider. But I could also be wrong. Oh, fuck, that works. Shit. This is just a t-shirt that I have on one of the other models. What about this one? You need to make the models much rounder for an American update. Yes, I would. I had actually thought about this. I'd do like an update, an American update. It would be called like Bigger in Texas or something. It would be like a saloon, and you'd drunk drive big fucking trucks and shit, and you'd have to, and there'd be guns and stuff, and it would be funny. But that works, man. What the fuck? Okay, I just need to make 2 textures, one for each team, and it'll work. What about the other avatars? Okay, so that one works. That one works. This one works. Yeah, all the UVs are roughly the same. You'd also need to have burgers. I would. I'd have to have like fucking big McDonald's. Is this one gonna work? This one works. They all work. Right. I just need to make a red team shirt and a blue team shirt, or it'd be Placeville. What would that release coincide with the racism update? Boo! No. No racism in Lost Orders. Assets, models. Where is it? Where is it? Shirt. Can't remember which is the front and which is the back. Let me see. Okay, this is the front. Not even a little bit? Not even a little bit of racism? No. Not even a little bit. I'm not... no. I'll have zero racism in Last Orders. That's not what I want to do. Need to go to assets, textures, and there'll be Placeville City. Let me. I'm sorry to disappoint. There will be no racism. Need to create a project. There it is. Not realistic. Yeah, man. This is a game where the drunker you get, the further your punches fly people. If you do enough shots, you could send people into the fucking stratosphere in this game. None of it's realistic. Okay, I'm finding a reference image quickly. I just googled Placeville as if that's a real team. What about sexism? I mean, just by coincidence, sexism is already kind of baked in because there's 4 male avatars and 1 female, but that's just because like I was like, hey guys, who wants to be in my game? And only one woman said yes. So, I'm gonna have to stop streaming in a sec because my tummy hurts. That's the whole answer to that question. Sorry, and also my dog's whining to go out. Actually, you know what? I'm making progress today. I'm making progress. I reckon I'll have a new update done in like a week. So. Hopefully by that point the video is going to pick up as well. How many views is that at right now? We at 950 yet? 949. Come on, man. Come on. Anyway, I had a fat pizza last night and my tummy hurts. My friend was going home, so we got pizza. Oh my god, the chat is black. It should be white. That would look nicer. Anyways, thanks everyone for coming. I'll be streaming again. We'd have to add the washing dishes update with the sexism update. Get a load of this guy. Oh, fuck, it's over there. Get a load of this guy. So that's... Get woke. Get with it. Last Orders is... I'm gonna say this before I go. I want Last Orders to go on the fucking woke games list. This is... I want to be success. I want it to be popular enough and woke enough to get on the woke games list. I'm on the way there. One of the stock NPC phrases they can say is trans rights, and I thought, like, that, surely, that's going to put me on the work games list. Anyway. Bye-bye. I'm going to go now. Thank you for coming. Peace and love. Just like Ringo Starr. Peace and love.